My name is Lin, a male nurse at Qingshan Psychiatric Hospital. People always say that anyone working here has to have a screw loose in their head. Sorry, exactly 88 yuan and 80 cents. What the hell? Are we supposed to survive by inhaling fresh air at this hospital? They were right. I'm so broke, I've actually fallen sick. Linny, come along with us. Boss Wong is treating. Let's go freeload some food. That's right. Come along. The more the merrier. Don't worry. Split evenly. It's only 500 yuan per person. Too bad. The director just called me saying there's a severe patient who specifically requested me by name. This lunatic won't let anyone else coax them. It literally has to be me. Next time, definitely next time. Working my life away for a whole month. And I'm sorry, I just lost another 88 yuan. Those guys go drinking every single day, yet adding a single chicken drumstick to my meal. Makes me feel heartbroken. On what grounds? Squatting right next to a trash can in the middle of the night. This scene is looking a bit bizarre, man. Mister, I lost my way. Could you please be so kind as to walk me home? I will repay you handsomely. Any kind of repayment is fine. Oh my, heaven is eyes. Good fortune like this has finally fallen upon me. Linyi. Cash or QR scan. It's not expensive. Escort fee is 888 yuan. Mister, I'm so hungry. Right. Hungry? Then later I'll treat you. But scan the code first. Mister, is there nothing in this world that you wouldn't do for money? Absolutely, as long as the cash hits right. I'll even smash these glasses to pieces. Then hand over your soul for me to taste. I'm so hungry. What the hell? Multiple personalities. What kind of freakish superpowers are these? Ding. Emotional energy collection system activated. Host level. Earth Realm Novice. Target detected. Abnormal personality of Su Xiao. Sorrow class Night Demon. True form is human. Can only pacify, not destroy. Host detected. Undergoing mental psychic attack from the abnormal personality. Separation attack at 10. Accumulate 10 times to trigger a random skill. Can only be triggered once per target. Novice quest completed. First pacification of a Sorrow class Night Demon. Reward. 2,000 yuan in cash, plus 100 experience points. 2,000 yuan. Wait, it's even giving away a free skill. Big sister, hit a little harder with that. I'm taking this order. It pays 2,000 whole yuan. Big sister, why didn't you say so earlier? You're a literal god of wealth. Hey, you're going way too far now. Breaking public property means you have to pay for it. Cough up the cash. Warning clash status. Earth Realm Psychic Coercion is charging skill energy. Big sister, your condition here falls under the category of severe. Mania accompanied by antisocial tendencies. Listen to Big Brothers. Advice. Put down the blade, stand still, and take your medicine. Shut your mouth. Hand over your soul. Hand it over. As long as 2,000 yuan is confirmed. To hit the bank account. My soul can be packed up and sent via express delivery with free shipping for you too. But this violent manic state of yours isn't quite right. Could you be suffering from irritability? And intermittent drops in blood sugar or something? Energy charge reached 90, 100. Ding. Congratulations to the host for acquiring the skill. Green tier, I have empathy. Green tier, are you fucking kidding me, system? I'm out here, risking my life placing bets, and you drop this lousy piece of trash equipment? Really now? Go to hell. Hell? What kind of hell? If you've got something to say, just spit it out. Let's go back to my place. Pickled cabbage beef noodles with a premium chicken drumstick, guaranteed to fill you up. Really? Is there really a huge chicken drumstick? Yeah, absolutely. I just struck it rich. I can even add 2 extra ones for you. Ding. First successful pacification of an Earth Realm anomaly. Calculating rewards. Host received 2,000 yuan. It hit the jackpot. It literally hit the jackpot. Thank you, big boss. Xiao has sent a donation of 2,000 yuan. I've definitely got this mental illness cured. Mr. Nurse, are you alright? Stop talking nonsense. Routine checkup. Look at the light. Follow the phone with your eyes. Come on, open your mouth. Hey, little sister, my throat isn't inflamed anymore. I can eat meat. Let's go. Time to take our VIP patron out to eat. You've got it all wrong. I'm just taking a patient's little sister home to eat instant noodles. Stop scratching me in the middle of the night. The neighbors are going to think I'm abusing a patient. Your current condition requires you to be admitted for long-term observation. Big brother, I'm actually really pitiful too. I come from a wealthy, prestigious background, but my parents thought I was sick, so they abandoned me. An abandoned wealthy heiress. Huh, if I'm an abandoned wealthy heiress, then how come Big Brother here can't even afford his own rent and is about to go sleep under a bridge any minute now? Are you still trying to sell me sob stories, damn it? Every single day, I get chased and beaten by patients. And last month, I even got bitten 3 times by a maniac. I had to pay for my own rabies shots out of my own pocket. At least you still have a second personality to hang out with. Well, I don't even have a single ghost to talk to. Big brother, I was wrong. Please don't get all worked up. Target detected. Long-term supply source. Activation condition for hidden personality. Emotional fluctuations. Estimated to trigger 4 to 5 times a month. Each pacification rewarding 2,000 yuan plus experience points. Hot damn. Well, look at this mobile money printer combined with an experience pack. A monthly income of 8. No, 10,000 plus free experience points? Then I gotta figure out a way to keep her here. Ooh. Little sister Xiao Xiao, seeing as you're such a pitiful soul, too. How about this? Come with Big Brother, I'll cover your room and board. And I'll help you suppress your night. Demon personality for a daily wage of 200 yuan. How does that sound? Really? 200 yuan a day is even higher than my previous part-time job. Thank you, boss. It's worth it, totally worth it. I just love helping others. What a fine traditional virtue. Special Abnormal Entity Management Bureau. Linyi. You are suspected of illegally sheltering and harboring an individual with a registered abnormal personality. Listed in our official registry. Please come with us for a trip. What the hell do you think you're doing? Breaking my door means you have to pay for damages. Wait, at 9 o'clock, I still have to deliver Chinese cabbage. Do you guys handle penalty certificates and severance pay? Warning. Status of the law enforcement personnel is normal emotional collection, is ineffective, and will not trigger the mystery box. Advising the host to cooperate with human law enforcement authorities. There goes my full attendance bonus. This fucking good-for-nothing system. What kind of cheat system refuses to upgrade, huh? Let me go. I'm just a contract nurse outside the official payroll. You guys grabbed the wrong person. You're messing with my work hours. You better pay up for damages. Facing an Earth realm anomaly without a single piece of gear, while managing to complete the pacification all on your own. Linny, sir. This is definitely not something an ordinary person could ever pull off. Right here in our bureau. People who can communicate with anomalies like you. Come and work for us. Apprentice Pacification Officer. Monthly salary of 8. Oh wait, 10,000 yuan with full social insurance benefits. Only 8,000 yuan? I'm out here risking my life just to chat. With these things, you know. In addition, we calculate bounty commissions per mission. D-Class Anomaly 1,000 yuan, C-Class 3,000 yuan, B-Class 15,000 yuan. If monthly experience points meet the required standards, you could be promoted to a formal investigator. Wait, a D-Class gives 1,000 from the Bureau, and the system gives another 2,000 on top of that. A single D-Class nets 3,000 yuan. Mr. Director, I truly and deeply empathize with the suffering of these anomalies. In this lifetime, I only want to sell my life out to the Bureau. Remember this clearly. Citizens' abnormal personalities are protected. Kill them and you go to prison, but evil spirit entities can be dealt with however you like. Understood loud and clear. An abnormal personality equals a money tree. Must not chop it down. An evil spirit entity equals an ATM. Go ahead and withdraw to your heart's content. Ha 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 ha. D-Class 3,000. C-Class 8,000. B-Class 35,000. That amusement park has had incident reports since last Friday. No matter what, there's definitely at least one C-Class in there. I'm gonna get rich. I'm getting rich. It's been 2 whole hours. Where the hell did they all run off to? Do evil spirit entities take weekend breaks, just like humans do? Finally got my first customer. Come here, little darling. Hurry up and come out to hand over Big Brother's paycheck. Target detected. Sorrowful clown. C-Class evil spirit entity can be eliminated. Hot damn. Using a carousel to herd sheep. And on top of that, It specifically preys on unemployed youths. What kind of skill is bullying the poor, you bastard? Just a lonely soul. Come here. Come here and hand over your misery to me, and I'll help you get a wonderful night's sleep. Sleep? My ass. I haven't even finished paying off my credit card debt yet. Who the hell wants to sleep? Come here. Let Big Brother see what level a C-class actually is. Ha 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 ha. Can you feel it yet? This is the true taste of absolute despair. Kneel down and cry. Hounded for rent, chased by debt collectors, ghosted on blind dates, docked on full attendance pay at work. Ha 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 ha. This is my everyday life, you bastard. Target detected. Host is completely immune to this psychic attack. Reason for resistance. Real-life hardships have already forged his mental defense to the absolute maximum. How are you completely fine? A piece of trash like you. Shut your mouth. Ding. Spiritual door breaker triggered. Blue tier quality. Blue tier. Holy shit system. You're finally acting like a human being. For once. Ha ha. The mental fortitude of an unemployed loser is way tougher than yours. Shut your mouth right now. This pathetic bit of strength doesn't even compare to the maniac patients in my hospital. Nobody likes a terrifying makeup job. Playing a clown and still trying to compete with me. Can't take it anymore, right? Struggling for all these years and still stuck at C-class. Does your academic advisor even know about this, huh? Shut up, just shut up. Taste what the mental pressure of a corporate wage slave beast is really like. Impossible. I'm a C-class, damn it. Class levels are dead, but being a corporate slave is eternal. Ding. Successful elimination. Plus 5,000. Finally won't have to live as a poor ghost anymore. Mr. Director, a C-class evil spirit entity has been eliminated. Remember to transfer the bounty bonus over. There are 3 victims at the scene. Hurry up and send people over to pick them up. Dear wealthy patrons, evil spirit entities, I'm begging you all, please show up a lot more often. Thank you, System Sugar Daddy. Thank you, Director Sugar Daddy. Tonight, I'm treating myself to milk tea with extra toppings. Single-handedly eliminating a C-class evil spirit entity. Without sustaining a single injury, Lenny, you've truly leveled up. What training camp did you graduate from anyway? The male nurse training camp of Qingshan Psychiatric Hospital, specializing in mental pacification. Sign here. Benefactor, you saved my life. I have an unmarried, older biological sister that I want to introduce to you. Your sister? What does she do for a living? A chronic unemployed loser. So she followed me here to look for some odd jobs. Get lost. I'm off to save someone else. Big brother, please help me out. I lost my wallet. I need to borrow 50 yuan to take a taxi home. Once I get home, I'll pay you right back. Can you scan this QR code, please? Boss, she looks so pitiful. Sure thing, little sister. Here is my QR code. Go ahead and scan 50 yuan. Wait, why not 100 instead? Big brother here just loves making new friends. All right, if you lost your wallet, how could you even scan anything? Goodbye, little lady. Target. Ordinary scammer. Experience points not counted. Boss, how are your instincts about people so spot on? Who are you trying to pull? A fast one on, little girl? Big brother here has even been specially trained by a C-class evil spirit entity. You know, boss is clearly just a stingy miser. How did even a scammer get scammed in reverse by him? Starting from today, you are officially my employee. Daily wage, 200 yuan, covering 2 meals. Instant noodles for breakfast, instant noodles for dinner. Your sleeping spot is this woven straw mat right here. So boss, can I sleep on the bed instead? The floor is a bit chilly, you know. The bed is reserved for the director, violation of company rules. Then can I pay extra out of my own pocket? How about a daily wage of 150 yuan, boss? That way I can finally sleep on the bed. Ha ha. You want to cut your own salary just to trade it for a bed, little sister? Ah, your bizarre train of thought is truly top tier. Deal. Daily wage 150 yuan. You sleep at the foot of the bed, and I'll sleep at the head. Boss. Last night, I had that dream again. In the dream, a woman wearing glasses kept calling out to me, telling me I'm a supreme test specimen. How bizarre. Director. Are you calling me this early in the morning just to give me a raise? Number 18, Jinyang Apartment, Qingyun Street. You must be present at the crime scene within 30 minutes. Commander. What kind of threat level is this? The initial report was a C class, but Zhao Long has lost all communication. Even Zhao Long couldn't handle it. So you absolutely must go. Triple overtime pay. Triple overtime pay, level 3. Xiao, put on your clothes and come do overtime with me. Right now. But today is the weekend. Triple the pay. Money waits for no man. C-class bounty 3,000. Triple the base fee is 1,500. And the system gives another 5,000. That's 10,000 secured in my hands. Boss, can you trade my bed for an upgrade instead? That is a psychological activity. Strictly forbidden for employees to eavesdrop on the director's inner thoughts. Warning. The target's pollution concentration is abnormal. The threat level might be higher than the initial report. Higher than C-class. So isn't that? B-class. B-class bounty pays a whopping 20,000. I'm getting rich. I'm so getting rich. Heaven must have opened up a personal money printing press just for me today. Ha 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 ha. Slow down a bit, boss. I'm about to fly right out the window here. You've arrived. What happened to him? He charged in there first. And 15 minutes later, we heard screams for help. When we broke the door down, he was already stuck firmly inside the wall. The psychic pollution happening on a loop still isn't enough. The bounty collection is still missing 5. Just a little more overtime and it'll be done. Just a little more overtime and it'll be done. This is definitely not something A C-class could ever pull off. I just applied to the Bureau for an evaluation upgrade. Lin E, you can either wait for reinforcements or go inside ahead of time. If I wait for reinforcements to arrive, then what will even be left for me to take? Let's go in. You stay in the car. I'm going in with the boss. Hold on tight. Welcome to the training ground of the Grinding King. May I ask if you 2 new students have come to register? Target detected. King of Grinding, B-class evil spirit entity. Can be eliminated. Hot damn. A B-class, no less. Xiao, stand behind me and don't move an inch. Oh my, this newly arrived classmate right here. Can Big Sister assign you a task? How about it? What the hell kind of garbage attack is this? It's no different than when our hospital director holds his weekly meetings. You aren't having any reaction at all, little sister. Host has been struck by a B-class attack. 10:30. What is wrong with you? Why aren't you sinking into the illusion at 50? Big sister, this domain of yours. I review and reflect on myself 3 times every single day. 14 hours straight getting beaten by patients 3 times a day. And my ex-girlfriend cursing me out as a good-for-nothing. This illusion of yours is literally my everyday life. Impossible. Even the elite agents of the Special Management Bureau can't endure this. The domain of the Grinding King at 80. 105, 110. The elite agents of the Bureau, you say? They've never once had to clean up bodily fluids at a psychiatric hospital in their lives. Ding. Spiritual anaphylaxis triggered. Purple tier quality. Purple is pure purple. Today I've got violet clouds coming from the east. Wealth is rolling in. Ha ha ha. Big sister. How much bounty karma did you give me just a moment ago? Now I'm going to return it to you multiplied by 15 times. Is this your counter damage skill? Shut up. Just shut up already. I am an academic advisor. I refuse to work 996. I want to be my own boss. Oh damn. Her defense shattered. What's wrong, big sister? Don't cry. This is only 15 times the multiplier. Everything that Big Brother here has to endure on a daily basis is at least 5 times worse than this. If psychic attacks don't work, then we'll use physical ones. I'm going to write you right into my thesis, damn it. Whoa there, big sister. Are you planning to send me off with a physical transcendence, huh? I've seen plenty of prey like you before. Big sister, put a little more strength into it. Later on, I'll pay you back with both principal and interest. Are you suffering from some kind of severe terminal illness? Yep, already diagnosed by a professional. It's called the chronic backlash syndrome, and I'm all locked and loaded. Host actively creating even more pressure. Big sister. The bounty karma you sent me was only for 1 round. That's way too much of a loss. I'm taking all the accumulated bounty karma from the past 3 years and returning it all to you in one go, 15 times over. You, with this much piled up, this isn't just 15 times anymore. It's several hundred times already, because everything that Big Brother here has to endure every single day. was already way beyond 5 times to begin with 15 times multiplied. You can calculate the math yourself. Big sister. I don't want to be a student anymore. I want to go home. I want to find my mommy. If I can't win, then get buried and perish together with me. How dare you hurt my boss? Hey Xiao Xiao, you activated that all on your own. Big brother hasn't even started provoking you yet. Whoever kills my boss, then who's going to pay my wages, huh? You're an abnormal personality. Why are you even here? Shut your mouth. You've ruined my good night's sleep. Hot damn, bringing your own AI combat partner along with you. I've completely struck gold. Collaborative combat bonus 20. There's actually such a good thing like this. Xiao Xiao, stand right there and don't move an inch. Boss, earn money to buy powdered milk for me. I don't drink powdered milk. To think it dignified. B-class evil spirit entity. Couldn't even beat a D-class intern. Combined with a daily wage worker, you carry the title of B-class, but you're losing way too much face. Finishing blow. How fascinating. I've never seen any human being able to resist my domain. Could the purity of your soul have already caught his eye? Who is he? My mentor. He will definitely be extremely interested in you. Don't run off. Who is your mentor? Are they rich? Ding. Successful elimination of the king of grinding. Rewards have been calculated. 35,000 cold hard cash. Big brother here has never seen this much money in his entire life. Boss, why are you crying? I'm not crying. This buddy got some dust blown into their eyes from a fight. That's all. A B-class target like the king of grinding. Defeated by a D-class intern. Without losing a single strand of hair. And still managing to withdraw completely unscathed. Well, duh. Big brother here is a male nurse from a psychiatric hospital. The crazier the patients are, the steadier big brother carries the load. Director Shun, take a look at this. Look at the psychic field of this kid. Look at this purity. Look at this absolute stability. Could this possibly be the legendary Professor Lee's? We'll talk about that later. Take him in for a thorough checkup first. What kind of legend are we talking about here? Does it come with a cash bonus? This is a psychic Dao physique. A psychic Dao physique that only appears once in 10,000 people. Experience points exploding. Leveling up. Congratulations, host, for acquiring an epic tier skill. Empathy domain. Holy shit, it's orange. My family's ancestral graves are smoking green smoke today, system. Linyi. Your performance far surpassed the standards of an intern. The Bureau has carefully discussed this, and we are officially promoting you to a formal investigator. Monthly salary increased from 8,000 to 15,000 yuan, complete with your own dedicated desk and personal ID number. A monthly salary of 15,000 yuan. Furthermore, your bounty bonuses and KPI are all getting bumped up a tier. D class is 2,000 yuan, C class is 6,000 yuan, and B class is 25,000 yuan. On top of that, you will receive an extra monthly subsidy of 5,000 yuan for fieldwork expenses. Director, you treat me even better than my own biological mother. From now on, you are officially my adoptive mother. There's one more thing. Starting next week, the independent jurisdiction of the South District will be officially handed over to you. There are 12 unsolved cases, just waiting for you to handle. 12 C-class cases at 6,000 each. That's a cool 72,000 yuan. Boss, if I let my ghost pet out to fight, does that count as working overtime? My dear employee, taking the initiative to work overtime shows a spirit of dedication. But your boss here is also a very reasonable man. Daily wage increase from 200 to 300 yuan. As long as I still get to sleep on the bed. A daily wage of 300 yuan. Boss, you're the best. Spending only 300 yuan to exchange for an AI combat assistant. I'm making a massive profit here. The king of grinding was a student of his. Director Shun, I've already heard about what happened today. Was that intern not? Right now, he is already a formal investigator. Is he really a psychic Dao physique? Professor Lee's judgment has a reliability of over 80. Protect him well. And don't let that person find out about this child's existence. Understood. Linny, you'd better not stand out too much, or else he'll have his eyes locked right onto you. Getting promoted to C-class means I definitely deserve an extra chicken drumstick. Boss, can I order one more chicken drumstick too? I also got promoted, so I want a chicken drumstick too. Get lost. Employee, buy it yourself with your own money. Locked psychic signal, threat level exceeding limits. Forget it. If I can't see it, then I'll just pretend it doesn't exist. A psychic fluctuation with such high purity. Truly an exquisite test specimen. 12 unsolved cases. C-class at 6,000 each. That's a cool 72,000 yuan straight into my pocket, plus 5,000 dropped for each one from a system. This isn't just an assigned jurisdiction. This is an absolute gold mine. The newcomer protection phase has ended. Ordinary battles will no longer drop skills anymore. Understood. Back then, taking a beating dropped gear, but now taking a beating only drops life experience points. You scumbag system. Are you seriously forcing me to stand on my own 2 feet now? Boss, look at my employee ID card. It even has my picture on it too. I finally have an official employee ID. Yup, welcome aboard equipment. The employee ID deposit is 100 yuan, which will be deducted from this month's salary. A deposit. What the heck? If you lose it, don't you just work it off? This is company property, understand? Boss, are you even squeezing oil out of an employee ID card? Well, every single coin counts, you know. All right, first order of business. The South District Startup Hub just triggered an alarm for a C-class anomaly. Some CEO went completely unhinged and locked dozens of company employees inside, forcing them to pull 3 all-nighters in a row to work overtime, refusing to listen to anyone who tries to reason with them. Labor disputes should be taken to the arbitration court. So why the hell are they looking for us? Not going. Director, the Bureau adds a 500 yuan heat subsidy, and all taxi fares will be fully reimbursed to rescue these poor wage slaves sinking into the abyss. Our Special Management Bureau is duty-bound and unflinching. Xiao, time to hustle. As long as you don't work yourself to death, keep working right up until you die for me. Next year, the company will go public on NASDAQ. Everyone sitting right here is going to become a billionaire boss. Billionaires, you say? That actually sounds so legit. Legit my ass. Whether they'll become billionaires or not, I don't know. But if you damn well keep refusing to serve food, these people are about to turn into absolute demons right now. Everyone sitting right here is going to become a billionaire boss. Billionaires, you say? That actually sounds so legit. Legit my ass. Whether they'll become billionaires or not, I don't know. But if you damn well keep refusing to serve food, these people are about to turn into absolute demons right now. Who the hell are you? How dare you interrupt the great journey of this company? Right now is the life or death moment of the company. So anyone who leaves at this time is a sinner against the corporation. Stop spouting absolute nonsense. Can pie painted in the sky fill anyone's stomach? Short me even a single cent of overtime pay, and Big Brother here will drag you straight to the chopping block before hauling all of your companies, computers online to sell them off. We'll use that money as our overtime pay. How could a mere sparrow ever understand the lofty ambitions of Swan? I am discussing our grand future, yet you're actually petty enough to haggle over meal money. I am doing this purely to create training opportunities for all of you. Training opportunities? Have you paid our social insurance and housing funds yet? Have weekend leaves been properly implemented or what? Risking our lives, working ourselves to the bone. For you so you can upgrade to a Porsche, while your employees end up in the ICU. I am standing here representing all wage slaves everywhere to deliver divine judgment upon you. Ding. Successful elimination of the C-class anomaly. 5,000 in cash has just dinged into my account. So satisfying. In this day and age, even cleaning up toxic workplaces can make you rich. Boss, look at what this is. What even is this? This ragged, trashy company even has fake items in its columbarium. Whatever. Ignore it. It can't even be converted into cash anyway. Time to clock out and go eat mushroom chicken stew. Nearly 20 hours have already passed, yet they still haven't managed to pull that diamond ring down. Those livestream gifters have completely lost their minds too. Some bro completely snapped, maxing out his credit cards and even throwing in his wedding house deposit. Just a simp for that female anchor and chase clout. That single girl is carrying half the traffic of the entire company. Her starting threat level is at least C-class, and it might even be B-class for all we know. Speak of the devil, it really is B-class. The system rewards 20,000. The Bureau pays 25,000 per case. That's 45,000 yuan earned right there. Make way, make way. The Special Management Bureau is on the job, specializing in exorcising evil spirits and saving lives. Boss, something's not right here. That thing didn't come from the outside world at all. It's attached. Right on her body. Target detected. Phantom Shadow. A low-level possessed evil spirit that can be cleansed. Hey there, big brothers, come on over. Donate a carnival to Baby right here. Please, do it, and Baby will love you so much. A single hip shake and a donation. Amount just jumped by another 20,000. Stop staring blindly at the money anymore. Big brothers, just look right at me. Big sister. Your charm, when trying to seduce others, reaches a full 100,000 points. Too bad Big Brother here doesn't have a single ounce of reaction to your beauty, only reacting to text notifications saying, funds have been received. If I don't dance, then no one will bother watching me anymore. Noro kid donashens means you don't love me, transforming into a fully corrupted entity, addicted to clout and putting a price tag on herself. I see. The evil spirit isn't controlling her at all. Rather, those toxic internet data metrics are forcing her to turn into a mere commodity. They aren't gifting rockets because they love her, but because they want to use her time to buy cheap thrills. They slapped a price tag on her, and then she actually started treating herself like real merchandise too. Shut up. Without those data metrics, I am absolutely nobody. Those vanity metrics made you famous across the entire internet. Yet in the end, when you peer into the mirror, the only things you see are hate comments and tags slapped all over your body, leaving you completely unable to find your true self anywhere. Remember this clearly, the thing that defines you isn't the wallet of that simping bro over there. It's your own authentic self. What should I do if no one needs me anymore? So what if no one needs you? My bank account balance is in a negative, and I haven't even been pulled off the shelves yet. Living and breathing just fine out here. Now let's get back to making money. Aren't you planning to cleanse me along with the spirit? Cleansing you would be way too much of a waste. Why don't you use this talent of yours for manipulating public opinion? To do some intelligence gathering? Are you in or out? I'm in. What's so hard about that? Then my company will gladly hire this skill of yours. Stop using it to torture yourself anymore. How much is the daily wage? Her name is Xiaoman, taking on the role of intelligence officer. During the probationary period, the daily wage is 150 yuan. Traffic is yours to earn and spend. And for external sponsorships, the split is 70-30, 7 for me and 3 for you. Only 150 yuan. A single live stream session of mine brings in donations running in the 6-figure range. That's dirty money scammed through evil spirit corruption. So it doesn't count as stable income. Lose the corruption and those 6 figures vanish instantly, boss. Please raise a little bit. Get lost. Asking for money from me is no different from taking my life. Batting your eyelashes at the boss is completely useless. He only has money in his eyes. The verbal contract is finalized. Backing out is strictly forbidden. Accommodation is covered, but the bed is not. Slacking off or skipping work results in a salary deduction. Got it. Now what's our first case? The bed is mine. I got here first. I'm also a formal employee, so I deserve to sleep on the bed too. Stop bickering already. The bed is property of management. All regular employees will uniformly lay down mats and sleep on the floor. Boss, I'm a beauty, and even if I'm a beauty, beauties aren't allowed to encroach on company property either. You really are cold-hearted, aren't you? Flirting with him was a total waste of effort, since there is only money in the boss's eyes. Boss, you told me to investigate the old archives of the South District, and I discovered something extremely bizarre. Get straight to the point. Over the past 3 months, the anomalous incidents in the South District, starting from that pie painting master, all the way to those cases from even earlier, all left behind the exact same thing at the scene. The exact same symbol. These evil spirits didn't appear by random chance at all. Someone is deliberately releasing them behind the scenes. What's even more terrifying is that when I'm mapped out, all the times and locations onto the map, their positions are slowly, inch by inch, creeping closer to the absolute center of the South District. The center of the South District? Isn't that literally our own assigned jurisdiction? Forget about it. So what if they carry a symbol? Can they even be converted into cash? It's probably just a coincidence, boss. Can you please have even a tiny bit of crisis? Awareness for once. What if they're actually targeting you? Targeting me? A dirt poor guy like me who doesn't even have a pot to piss in. What is their worth eyeing? If anyone wants to eye me, they'll have to get in line first. Right in front of us, there's still loan apps, and a landlady waiting to collect their debts. Xiaoman. Who the hell posted this video? Boss. It's because your facial expression right here looked way too funny. I used your personal account to post it. The followers went up like crazy. I even picked up a sponsored ad and made 300 yuan too. You dared to use a compromising photo of me to take sponsorships. The money is already in my pocket. This counts as my own private sideline business. Boss. Splendid. First, delete that video immediately. Second, taking sponsorship deals without reporting it violates company discipline, punishable by 3 days of unpaid slave labor. Unpaid labor for 3 days. Boss, there goes all my money for buying face masks. So what if I'm a beauty? Beauties who skip work still get their wages deducted just like anyone else. Serves you right. Director. Are you calling me to ask for a salary advance again? Case number 3 in the South District is a C class. 2 investigators went in earlier and still haven't come out. When you say they haven't come out, do you mean they lost contact? Or they flat out kicked the bucket? 2 C-class investigators are already dead at the scene, and you're still rating this as a C-class case. Director, this pricing is completely unfair. The hazard and risk subsidy needs to be tripled. Exactly. Deal. Send me the address right now. If I arrive late, you'll have to pay extra overtime fees. You're going to die from money sooner or later, I swear. Pack your gear. We're going out to rack up some overtime. This time, Big Brother's going to catch a massive haul. 6 elite B-class investigators dispatched from the Special Management Bureau headquarters are ordered to reinforce the South District. Lenny, right? I've already reviewed your file. You never received any formal professional academy training. I've already looked over your file. You haven't received any professional training through proper channels, and relying entirely on heresy and luck. Good fortune doesn't mean you'll manage to survive every single time. Elite sir, we've heard so much about you. Truly an honor. With an elite from headquarters personally descending to the grassroots level. It's like you're coming here to gild our South District with pure gold. Given the high risk at the crime scene, the very first priority is to assess the situation, form up squad formations, and inspect all equipment. If you keep fighting blindly like that, something bad is bound to happen sooner or later, and by then you might not even have a corpse left intact. Elite Sir really knows how to talk. The moment you open your mouth, you're already spilling pure bad omens. Huh. It looks like we've already made contact with the target, and it's definitely not looking normal at all. I will observe from close range to see just how durable this so-called psychic Dao physique really is. Remember this clearly. Observe only. Do not make a move. The higher-ups are watching closely. A psychique Dao physique. Ooh, just some rookie who doesn't even understand basic operational procedures. Is he really that special? Why are you just standing right there? Go on inside and scout out the situation. Finish up early so we can settle our accounts and get paid sooner. Target spotted. C-class evil spirit entity, eligible for elimination. Linyi. Fall back first. Use a formation to pin it down, and then slowly wear down its vitality step by step. Don't act recklessly. Elite sir, you follow your procedures, but I prefer taking shortcuts. Its psychic pressure is immensely powerful. If you step any closer, you're just walking straight to your death. Host attacked by C-class psychic energy. Energy at 30. What the hell, impossible. This is a standard A-class containment formation. How on earth does a C-class like you walk away without a single scratch? 60. Meaningless attacks. Interrupting my rest and forcing me to work overtime. Your malicious aura is quite pure, though. I've finally diagnosed this sickness. It's pure feudal labor. That just burns you out all by yourself. Impossible. This is a standard A-class containment formation. So how the hell does a mere C-class grunt like you manage to be completely fine? And how the hell does a mere elite sir, you're dead wrong. You treated it like an ordinary evil spirit to fight. But before all this, it used to be a wage slave. driven completely insane by endless overtime, forced to pull all-nighters every single day, with reports written that not a single soul would ever bother to read, and hard work that received zero recognition. The boss constantly berated him for being slow, working him to the verge of sudden death, until in the very end, did anyone ever treat him like an actual human being? You thought you were hard at work doing your job? No. You were literally printing out your own life away page by page. My life is way more miserable than yours. Yet I have never once gone insane, because I know this life belongs solely to myself, and not to the company. Successful elimination of the C-class evil spirit entity. Received 5,000 yuan in cash and 500 experience points. Elite sir, your procedures weren't wrong. What was wrong was that you actually wanted to use corporate protocols to manage a lunatic. Lesson 1 of working at a mental asylum. When a patient goes completely berserk, never pull out rulebooks and regulations to try and reason with them. Show me the money. It just ain't straight into my account. Elite sir, this case counts toward my commission, you know? Since you only came here to observe, you won't be getting a cut of the money. How on earth did you know I came here just to observe? I just took a wild guess. Looking at that glossy, overpriced suit of yours makes you look exactly like some big-shot corporate boss. Slacking off down here in the field, that's not right. The words you used to strike at its fatal weakness had absolutely no theoretical basis backing them up whatsoever. If you swapped it for any other evil spirit, that kind of verbal phrasing wouldn't have worked at all. Naturally, does Big Brother look like he has the time to memorize your guy's boring handbook on handling trash? What on earth did you rely on to deduce his fatal weakness? By relying on sheer misery, of course. I could tell where it hurt with just a single glance, because the exact place where he was hurting is somewhere I've suffered in the exact same way before. How the hell am I supposed to write this report? Based on observation, because Lin E has lived such an utterly miserable life. He has somehow acquired such an extraordinarily unique judgment ability. If you actually dare to write it like that, I'd seriously love to sit back and watch, whether headquarters approves it or not. Personally, I think you wrote it spot on. The boss really is miserable, and what's more, he's consistently miserable on a regular basis. Do the two of you want your salaries to be consistently deducted on a regular basis too? Welcome to the South District to punch the clock. If you don't have at least a few mental issues down here, you won't live very long. The operational experience from the South District cannot simply be copied over. Elite sir, let's talk business properly now. This exact thing has already appeared at multiple crime scenes across the South District. Does your headquarters know about this? That camera angle looks pretty good. Your complexion doesn't look so hot, you know. Don't tell me this is your family's exclusive corporate logo. This is no ordinary residual contamination. This is his handwriting. Who's some business partner or a ghost wanting his money back? Boss, look at him. He looks utterly terrified. Well, even an elite from headquarters is shaking in his boots. So there's an 80% chance this thing isn't some small fry. It's a VIP customer. It's me. I am preparing to report. Do not speak. Anyone lacking sufficient clearance is forbidden from leaking even a single word, including yourself. Do you understand? Just pretend you never heard what I just said. Hey now, you can't play like that. My pants are already off, and now you're telling me this is a false alarm. The less you know, the safer you are. This phrase is usually the ultimate warning sign, right before shit hits the fan. A mark that can scare an elite from headquarters this badly, while also making the higher-ups cover up its origins, definitely carries a massive background. Fine, if you won't talk, then forget it. Either way, this kind of trouble is impossible to dodge, even if you wanted to. How many unclosed cases are left in the South District? I suggest we join forces and clean them all out. My formal experience combined with your street-smart fighting style. All right, but let me make one thing clear first. That works too, but I'll make one thing clear first. Commission for this cleanup, I'm taking the lion's share. On what grounds? This is my assigned jurisdiction. Besides, aren't you someone sent down from headquarters to learn? Right. Since you're here to learn, there's no way you get a cut of the money. Getting to follow me around to broaden your horizons is already a massive bargain for you. You really are someone who refuses To suffer even the slightest loss, aren't you? Elite, sir. Happy cooperation. But let me remind you, the South District is full of dross mixed with gold. And this watch of yours is way too blindingly flashy. Hand it over to me. I'll keep it safe for you. I know perfectly well how to look after my own belongings. To be honest, your scamming attempt just failed miserably, didn't it, Xiaoman? Deduct half of her intelligence-gathering commission. Boss, I was wrong. Okay, fine. Follow me over to the next case. What on earth is wrong with everyone in this entire building? They're being forced to grind continuously for over 30 hours straight. Some are dehydrated, some have passed out, and the complaints span every symptom imaginable. Yet not a single person is showing any emotional expression at all. This smell is way too familiar. I've already sent their ancestors off to the afterlife before. Who is it? A B-class overwork god, specializing in forcing people to grind until they drop dead. An overwork god is B-class. But this thing right here is at best a C-class. Does it look like it's just copying a sample template, only to end up churning out a cheap, bootleg knockoff version instead? That means someone is actually using it to practice their craft, boss. The people inside this building look like they're about to collapse any second now. Move. First, let's pull the people out of there. We can worry about the performance score later. If people actually bite the dust, we're going to take a massive loss on this gig. Hurry up. It's still not enough. Everyone else is working overtime. Machines will get discarded. You'll be discarded. Grind away. Everyone else is putting in maximum effort. Words like these, our academy director chanted them at every single morning meeting until my ears grew calluses from hearing them. System alert. Host attacked by C-class psychic energy 30. Is that really all you've got? 60. This resistance of mine was forged through 3 solid years of overtime grinding with a $0 bank balance. Your level of skill is still way too amateur. 100. When other people take a hit, their HP drops. But when Big Brother here takes a hit, his rage meter fills right up to max. Right, you're not afraid, but what about all of them? Want to save them? Then you'll have to knock them all out first. Damn it. Using living people as human meat shields? Don't launch a counterattack. Your strike will splash damage and hit them right back. Don't touch them. Let me take the blow. They're going to get ground down to death by this thing. There's no other way out. Don't come over here. They're still alive. Snap out of it. When you guys grind, your fingers to the bone working overtime, does the company ever recognize your hard work? If you drop dead of exhaustion right at your desks, they'll be posting job openings the very next day, and they won't even need to change the job title. Your life belongs to you, not the company. The boss's empty pie-in-the-sky promises won't ever fill your stomach. Losing your life means losing absolutely everything for real. Don't you dare stop. Who gave you bastard permission to stop? Found it. The manipulation strings are all attached right to you. The one who actually needs to stop right now is you. Successful elimination of the C-class evil spirit entity. Cash reward, 5,000. Experience, 500. 5,000 is not too bad. Well worth taking those hits, Linny. Wait a second before you talk. Look at this. It's him again. Just like the puppet. Cases from earlier, all of them share this exact same symbol. So this wasn't some random encounter with a wild monster at all. Someone is treating these evil spirit entities like homework assignments, crafting them one by one, using the lives of an entire building as a living target. Practice range for himself. The more exceptional the prey, the more worthy it is of collection. Collection? Does it think Big Brother here is some kind of limited edition item or something? Good little students who only know how to solve problems according to the textbook are most fun. Calm your anger, big sister, calm down. Come on, this world is so wonderful. Getting this worked up isn't good for you. Not wonderful at all. With this kind of lethal firepower, if we recruited him to be our minion, how many troubles would that save? I don't even dare to run red lights. Why the hell are you trying to cremate me? Always picking on the soft persimmons, aren't you? System alert. Host attacked by C-class psychic energy 30. This kind of temperature can't even bake my bosses black-hearted. Empty promises, let alone me. 60. This stubborn, street-raging fury screams out in hatred against those bastards who never follow the rules. What is even wrong with being like this? 100, you aren't wrong. Big Brother hates those scumbags too, but you're taking out your anger on innocent bystanders. Doing that just makes you a coward. Your rage isn't wrong. The only mistake was burning the wrong place. I'll teach you exactly which punks deserve to be burned to crisp. Successful psychological soothing of the anomalous personality. 5,000 in cash ding straight into the account. Humph. Don't think that just because you beat me, you can act all high and mighty and lecture. Me? Who the hell wants to work for trash like you guys anyway? Then don't sign the contract. Lady, wait a second. Does this come with a lunch allowance? Registered under the code name Lie. Primary function, handling lethal firepower support. Daily wage, 200 yuan. 200. Are you trying to chase away beggars or what? Listen up loud and clear. Your flames are officially classified as company property. So feel free to blow things up however you like during work hours. If you dare waste even a single spark, I'm deducting it straight from your wages. You blood-sucking capitalist. Welcome to the South District office. Come on, boss will lead you to your workstation. In our tiny little temple here, with a new recruit showing up. She won't even have a place to stand. How about we send her out to work in the hallway? Yeah, boss. I feel like this big sister's elemental aura is way too volatile. She might end up scorching all our equipment to ashes. Everything in here counts as company property, you know? You two ladies, shut your traps right now. Our core lineup. Intelligence plus heavy firepower. We've finally assembled a complete set. Our next step is to directly monopolize the entire operational business of this whole South District. Doubling our performance metrics is just a matter of time. Look at him calculating money again. There's literally only cash in his eyes. Money-obsessed, pitch-black capitalist boss, drown in your pile of cash. Successful elimination of the C-class evil spirit entity. Cash reward, 5,000. Experience, 500. Case number 3 is wrapped up, the serial murder. Cases in the South District have finally been completely cleaned out. Incident series in the South District has been completely cleaned up, along with Lie's free-to-use heavy firepower. We're totally gonna make a killing scamming this harvest. The teacher is gonna be so thrilled. An overworked god copycat? So it turns out all these evil spirit entities from earlier were made by the exact same person. You guessed right. The last 3 cases, including the previous overworked god, were all crafted by the same exact handwriting. Who the hell is this guy? Is he opening a farm to raise monsters or something? Our internal code name for him is Professor Wu. Professor Wu? That name sounds pretty scholarly. How much is the bounty reward on his head? Is it calculated at the B-class level or the A-class level? Just show me the money. Once the funds are fully wired, I'll lead my top-tier crew of quirky employees to wipe out his entire den. His exact power level. None of the equipment we currently have in our hands is capable of measuring it. Listen to me very carefully, Lenny. Today I called you here to talk about one single thing only. Don't you dare be foolish enough to provoke him. Don't try to dig too deeply into that shady hidden figure. Just obediently stay put in the South District. And don't go pulling any reckless stunts. You should have just told me straight up that his level can't be measured. If his level can't be measured, that means the system won't be able to process any cash payments. Only a fool would work a job where there's no money involved. Show some restraint. Tone it down a bit. Is there a cash bounty or not, boss? If there isn't, I'm immediately lying flat and calling it quits. Director, you can rest easy. Starting from today, even if someone in the South District lets out a slightly loud fart, I'll pretend I didn't hear a thing. Damn it, another vehicle ruined and all my work goes down the drain. Headquarters still expects me to keep my mouth shut. Do they take me for a free guard dog? Or what? Deploy 2 more teams to the underground ley lines. In the South District, Director, just because of a C-class employee who only just passed probation, we have to mobilize this many core resources. He's not just your average C-class employee. Before the higher-ups above us can figure out what on earth he really is, we are absolutely required to protect him with our lives. If he loses even a single strand of hair, I'll hold you personally responsible. He's continuously solved all 3 questions already. The specimen's resistance is showing anomalous signs. Continue observing. Don't rush such an exceptional test specimen. cannot be allowed to break after just a single use. Boss, we're hitting the jackpot. Money is literally falling straight from the sky. Where? Who dropped money? Our network intelligence department has finally scored a massive, high-paying commission. A wealthy aristocratic family is offering a heavy bounty of 5 million yuan to search for their precious young miss, who has been lost for many years. Boss, look at this photo. Just look at those eyes, those facial features. Isn't this our very own Xiao Xiao? 5 million yuan. Xiao Xiao. Who would have thought you were actually a low-key, mega-rich heiress in disguise? That is insanely epic. Once you make it big later, don't forget your boss, okay? As for the brokerage fee for this gig, I won't take too much. Consider it a farewell gift as you head back to the wealthy estate to inherit the family fortune. Let's split that 5 million bounty on a 7-to-3 ratio. I take 70%, and you take 30. Just consider it your buyout fee to leave. No, I'm not. I don't want to go back there at all. Don't be so polite about it. What's there to be shy or hesitant about? Going back to live as a pampered, noble young lady has got to be way better than staying at my place, scraping by on a 300 yuan salary. Stay strong. Chase those bastards away, those scam artists. Destroy that entire hypocritical place completely. She doesn't want to go back. Boss, she's about to lose control. That 5 million yuan is going to burn our hands right off just trying to bring it back. Put away, Xiaoman. Take down this missing person notice and block all of their hidden signals across the network. Delete it. That's a whole 5 million yuan, boss. Have you lost your mind? Passing up on easy money like this is completely out of character for you. What the hell do you know? If that girl actually goes back to being a rich young miss, who on earth is going to be our cheap, main lethal firepower support? For 300 yuan a day, huh? Or are you going to step up and act as our meat shield to block bullets instead? Me? I'm an intelligence operative, you know. Remember this clearly. Losing an employee's assets is our company's greatest financial loss from now on. Any news regarding that family, if you dare leak even half a word of it in front of the kid, I'll dock half a year's worth of your attendance bonus. Boss, what are you staring at? Have you finished mopping the floor today? Or are you just standing there spaced out until you finish your chores? Even if a wealthy aristocratic family rolls up to snatch someone away, they'll still have to wait until you scrub this floor squeaky clean for me first. Once you've signed a contract with me, you belong to me until I give a nod. Don't even think about anyone taking you away. Even the elite aristocracy don't stand a chance. Thank you, boss. Going back to, that family is all a lie. It was that bespectacled woman, that bespectacled older sister. She was the one who lured the evil demon in. This kid is fundamentally not some wealthy noble heiress at all. She is one of that professor's first-generation experimental subjects. A resignation letter, is it? My monthly salary is 3,000. Can you even afford to pay damages before quitting? Boss, I didn't write this. It's just that I've been feeling a bit exhausted lately. Drawn pay just to sit around spacing out all morning. Do you call this being tired, or are you just slacking off, renting out the entire South District Square, and heading outside for field work? Is the only way to cure that mental burnout of yours. You stay behind to man the office. Don't think I don't know you've been using your secret alt accounts to pick up freelance side gigs again. Why is there always this lingering stench of a salted fish who refuses to go to work? Boss, there's a malicious spirit. Isn't being like this actually pretty nice, though? Standing tall or lying flat. Either way works fine. Just deduct my wages as usual today, okay? I'm way too exhausted. I don't even want to twitch another muscle. Damn it, being like this. Is this supposed to count as a workplace accident or just straight up truancy? Why bother choosing anything at all? Just lie flat right there, and nobody will ever be able to disappoint you again. System alert. Host attacked by psychic energy, 30. As if Big Brother actually wants to stay up late and wake up early for nothing. 60. If you could just lie around doing nothing and still make money. Who the hell would be bored enough to stand up? 100. See? You want to lie down too, don't you? Just go to sleep. Anyway, no matter how hard you try, nobody's ever going to appreciate it. Sleep my ass. If I lie down, will the landlord waive my rent? Or pay for my apartment rent for me? Huh? I know exactly why you're lying down like this. It's not because you're lazy. It's because no matter how hard you try, nobody ever bothers to notice. So you've simply given up and decided to starfish on the ground, refusing to get back up, right? Standing up might not guarantee victory. But damn it, you have to stand up first. Stand straight back up and get back to work for me, right now. Big Brother Lin. Successful psychological soothing of the anomalous. Personality. 5,000 in cash dings straight into the account. Ah, Big Brother, I've already taken quite a few punches. So why hasn't my barrier broken yet? Why do I still feel this pain? Acting as a meat. Shield, huh? You like getting hit without feeling pain, don't you? Registered under the code name Salted Fish. Primary function, tanking damage and acting cute. Daily wage, 100 yuan. 100. That's way too little. Does that come with 3 chicken drumsticks or not? Stop putting on that useless, pitiable act. It's pointless. Only working gets you chicken drumsticks to eat. She's smiling. She's smiling. That means she's still fit to go to work. Head back and write a makeup inspection report. Boss, stop hiring more people. The danger alerts have spread all the way to the neighboring street. Alert! Data density is surging rapidly. Someone has set up a massive linked formation. What the hell? We literally just cashed out a 5,000 yuan bounty, and now another. Freak is here asking to get killed. Unmeasurable. It completely exceeds any measurement. Then for our next move, let Big Brother here do the measuring. And see if this measuring rulebook of yours even has the qualifications to test me. An overworked god copycat. Is it? Then this commission has to be calculated based on the absolute maximum value standard. Got it. Base hazard fee, 20,000, with individual danger subsidies calculated separately. Your life is about to go up in smoke, and you're still just standing there. Calculating money. The final case in the South District previously claimed the lives of 2 investigators. Even I once suffered a massive setback there. The ink stamp he leaves behind is unimaginably flawless. There are fundamentally no loopholes whatsoever. It's just like an exam paper, graded with a perfect score directly by the teacher himself. An exam paper with a perfect score deserves a top-tier, max-out salary. Not a single penny short is acceptable. Boss, take this commission. Let's lock it in right now. Boss, take on this commission and seal the deal right now. Today, even if the heavens themselves descended right down here, they'd still have to cough up this massive, mysterious grade. Pile of cash for me. Is that really all it is? I thought a B-class case actually had some kind of impressive skills. But I'm totally locking this commission down for sure. Your counterattack. Your speed is off. Your force vector is 0, and none of it meets the standard criteria. Big Brother here is fighting for his life, not taking a college entrance exam. Who the hell needs a standard answer key? Quantify my ass. The only thing on my entire body that can be quantified is my appearance fee. Starting base price for a B class is 20,000. If even a single penny is short, I'm going to fake losing this fight. Following standard procedures. Defending the perimeter before destroying the crystal core. Your protocol is way too rigid and inflexible. You don't even qualify to judge this. Poverty-stricken, low class, resorting to any means necessary. Every single struggle of yours is completely devoid of any value whatsoever. Staying up late every single day and waking up early just to grind out a living for yourself. Why the hell is that considered valueless? Don't listen to his mental garbage. Your so-called excellence is just haggling with the mundane world. Anyway, tearing off this hypocritical mask, you bastards can't accomplish a single useful thing at all. Who the hell do you think you are to dare quantify Big Brother's life? System alert. Host attacked by D-class psychic energy 30. An anomalous entity ought to be thoroughly wiped out. Xiao, step back. This counts as a workplace accident. I can't afford to pay your medical bills. I'm not stepping back 100. You say I have no value. Tell me if Big Brother was truly flawless. Would I be broke enough to be this poor? Sure, I might be. A total mess and completely beat up. But managing to survive all the way up to today is already a massive victory in itself. This data system stream cannot be measured. It completely defies measurement. Then for our next move, let Big Brother here do the measuring and see if this measuring ruler of yours even has the qualifications to test me, whether your chains have what it takes or not. Don't rush to speak just yet. This time, let Big Brother here set the prize for you instead. Your emotions don't follow any logical sense. A fourth-rank loser like you has zero qualifications to set any price. You drown, Ghost. The greatest capability of my entire life is simply surviving through these damn, grueling days. For this single reason alone, it's already enough to make a piece of trash like you look up in awe. Sure, I might be a total mess, but this cheap life of mine is still a life. The fact that I've lived all the way until today means Big Brother has already won. Who the hell do you think you are to dare fail me, you little brat? Boss, the path has been completely cleared out for you. Well done. Later on, your attendance bonus won't be short by a single penny. Every single day, you walk around with that ratty, tattered ruler measuring everyone else. Today I'll let you taste what it feels like to get failing marks yourself. Utterly brilliant. The value cannot be estimated. Alert my ass. My value is decided by none other than myself. You've raised me for so long. Has it been enough yet, huh? Successful elimination of the B-class evil spirit entity. Overlevel reward. A 50% cash bonus just pinged into the account. We're rolling in wealth. The #1 youth of the South District, starting today, this amateur punk from the South District, has actually devoured a B-class commission hole. Experience points just blew up, and my level has violently broken through to B-class. Congratulations to the host for acquiring an orange tier treasure chest. Open it up, open it wide for me. Acquired skill, empathic link, temporarily connects the mental power of all employees to unleash a hyper-boosted fusion state. Boss, your smile looks so wretched and sleazy. What kind of skill even is this? It's a top-tier skill, that's what. This means that from now on, when we go out to jump people in group fights, your mental energy can all be lent to me as a portable power bank. Not only does this save on electricity bills, but it also lets me thoroughly squeeze out every last drop of your remaining surplus value. Do you even hear yourself speak? Is that human language? No problem at all, boss. My strength is yours to use however you see fit, anytime. Just look at that. Now, that is what you call the true enlightenment of an outstanding employee. Let's go. Time to head back to the Paranormal Bureau to collect our debt. Lynn E. of South District Team 12. This battle achievement can no longer be kept under wraps. Starting from today onward, you have officially been promoted to a B-class investigator. So what about the base salary and the B-class? Commissions for this? How are they calculated? The base salary is $25,000, and commissions for individual missions will be calculated completely separately. Godmother. This time I'm genuinely calling you my godmother. You're closer to me than my own birth mother. From now on, wherever you point, I'll strike. Hold on. Stop messing around. You've already caught his eye. From now on, every single case you take could potentially be a trap personally set by Professor Jiang. Your life right now is extremely valuable and also extremely dangerous. As long as the danger allowance is paid in full, that's all that matters. I dare pull out the teeth of King Yama himself. Today, our South District office is officially expanded into an investigation bureau to commend everyone's dedicated work ethic. I hereby announce that all staff members are officially converted to full-time contracts, along with a salary increase. The bonus for South District Team 12 has already hit the account. Boss, this pay raise. Surely it has to at least double for us, right? Come over here and sign the papers. All of you. Wait a second, senior sister. The salary went up from 150 to 160 yuan. I'm going to hack him to pieces. Today, I'm definitely going to take down this heartless Bosswa. Sister Shaoli. Calm down. Getting angry after clocking out gets your wages docked. I'm not angry. I'm not angry at all. Not even a little bit. For the sake of money, I can endure it. The boss still has a heart at least. He bought us an extra cup of bubble tea. So what if it's 10 yuan? 4 people a day is 40 yuan. That's a whole 1,200 yuan a month. This is what you call controlling business operational costs. Using 40 yuan to retain 4 top-tier B-class combat powerhouses. I really am a financial genius. Old Lee, we already agreed on a 2,000 yuan subsidy, you know? Does that count as a workplace? Accident or not? Down. There, I still have 4 employees waiting to be paid their wages. This is completely impossible. Your mental field fundamentally bears 0 traces of any acquired training, yet it's automatically devouring the corruption. Don't try to hoodwink me with your fancy technical jargon. Does this mean extra money or not? This body of yours is actively swallowing the corruption. And what's more, the more it swallows, the more stable it gets. This kind of phenomenon is something I've only ever seen recorded in top-secret internal files. This is bad. This piece of junk machine can't measure your limits at all. I have to run an in-depth, thorough evaluation test on you right now. I've reviewed the test report. This body is worth a king's ransom. Instantly transport him to the central district to act as bait. He is the ultimate weapon to deal with Professor Jiang. He is a human being, not some cannon fodder for you people to discard whenever you please. You won't get past your old commander either. For the safety of the entire city, what is the life of one solitary person worth anyway? Being able to be utilized as a weapon is his absolute highest value. In the eyes of these big shot figures, this cheap life of mine doesn't even count as a single number. It can be thrown away at any moment to plug up a hole. Are you two higher-ups mocking me, or what? Acting as bait is totally fine. But if something actually happens to me, can the compensation payout be transferred directly to my employees? Before the price tag is fully locked in, none of you bastards better even think about touching my life. What's this? Did the electric utility bill collector clock in early today? Or did some psychiatric hospital leave their front gate unlocked, letting a loose cannon out here to drop smoke bombs everywhere? Little student, don't be so high-strung. I'm just here to take a look. Your thesis paper was remarkably fascinating, you know? Want to take a free look at Big Brother's life, huh? Even breathing requires a fee here. Getting a free ride is a hard no, open wide. Such a fine test specimen. You shouldn't break it on the very first use, you know? Alert. Target level exceeds the system's data limit boundaries. The target's power level surpasses the system's data threshold. The guy who even makes B-class stuff drop items when failing. This time you've completely blinded the screen. Taking on this commission means risking our lives for real. Is a B-class really just this much? I actually thought that once we upgraded, we'd run into something a lot tougher and more hardcore. Turns out the system didn't even bother to care about you at all. With your level, it didn't even drop any extra gold. About down into the depths of samsara. Now, this is more like it. Still, it's not enough to cover your 20,000 yuan price tag. Every single day, casting nets to hook unsuspecting dupes. Do you think you're running some online multi-level marketing scam, or what? Smash it to pieces for me. Eliminated B-class entity. 20,000 yuan in cash. Taking this B-class investigator gig was totally worth it. Xiaoman, head over to the neighboring street and order a family-sized bucket of fried chicken. Today's feast is on me. Just remember to use that 20 off voucher we snagged yesterday, okay? Boss, don't celebrate just yet. Take another look at the combat data from just now. What is it? Was my heroic, valiant posture not handsome enough? All 8 attack combos from this B-class evil spirit entity were aimed straight at the defensive blind spots that you leave exposed the most often. The logic behind its mental network contraction perfectly bypassed your front line. Resentment energy explosion route. It was entirely tailored specifically to exploit your combat habits. Those are custom-made designer leather shoes stepping on you right now, boss. Someone is treating you like experimental cannon fodder. There's someone daring enough to use our boss as target practice. Are they tired of living or what? Who did this? I've scraped all the B-class anomaly data across the net from the past half month. Everyone, look at these spawn coordinates. Every single one of them is a newly added B-class evil spirit entity. They were all released straight from this coordinate, the abandoned number 3 high school in the North District. This is the cultivation base of the guy who goes by the alias Professor. He's really playing big this time. An entire assembly line of B-class anomalies built solely to counter me. Boss, this is blatantly a trap. He deliberately left those coordinates exposed like that, precisely because he knew my skills would definitely be able to track them down. He's waiting for you to take the bait. A single B-class anomaly is worth 20,000 yuan. He's just waiting for you to take the bait. Each copy is worth 20,000 yuan. If a single cultivation base is calculated as a nest of 10 eggs, then that's already 200,000. If there are 20 monsters, what the hell? Then that's 400,000. Are you out of your mind, boss? That's the professor's lair. That's a literal slaughterhouse. If you rush over there right now, you'll just be a suicidal pig sprinting straight to its reincarnation. That's 400,000, Xiao Xiao. If we sweep through this entire nest, our utility bills, our rent for next year, and everyone's daily wages, everything will be completely taken care of. Done. The greed of a penniless wretch has officially conquered the desire to survive. Even so, for him to flaunt those coordinates so openly like this, it's obvious he's trying to lure me into taking the bait. That pile of cash smells so damn sweet, but it's definitely a trap. So you're backing off, right? This 400,000 is something I'm claiming sooner or later, but a smart pig isn't in a rush. Right now, we need to scout out exactly when he won't be home, before we waltz in and clean out the whole nest, Xiaoman. We've got work to do. Glue your eyes to it for me. Track how many shipments go in and out of that base, and log every single quiet hour. We're keeping track of this entire debt. The boss has to calculate every single penny. Ji Shang. Stress test allowance is 50,000 yuan per run. Old Lee, let me make this clear beforehand. It has to be after tax. After tax, then after tax it is. Just keep racking up those allowances. A guy like me is so dirt poor that I only have this single life left to my name. Hurry it up. I still have to rush back and settle the payroll for my employees. After this. Damn it, the contract didn't say anything about having to fly up to the sky. Fine, Big Brother is selling data, not his life. More money. You definitely have to pay me more. Just endure it a little longer. I have to push you to your absolute breaking point before I can truly measure the real limits of this body. As expected, no matter how massive a simulation dosage I inject into you, the mental corruption, your mental field, after a brief tremor, will forcibly capture all of it and might even counterattack. Speak human language, will you? I'm about to get electrocuted until I'm completely well done over here. Your mental essence is fundamentally a bottomless black hole that can never, ever be filled. An ordinary person meeting a high-class evil spirit entity would lose their mind and die. Yet you do not. In theory, you are the only person in all of humanity who can completely resist mental corruption without collapsing. You are the ultimate perfect living vessel. So what you're saying is, no matter how high-powered those psychic horrors are that I have to face, I can absorb and contain. Every single one of them, right? Doesn't that make me a gargantuan, human-shaped portable power bank? I'm a one-of-a-kind, peerless treasure across the entire world. If I were to rent out this body of mine, you still don't get it, do you? The reason the professor created so many B-class evil spirit entities fundamentally wasn't to kill you. He is a madman obsessed with writing, and every single one of his thesis papers contains enough mental corruption to utterly obliterate an entire city. He couldn't find a single piece of paper capable of bearing the life's masterpiece of his entire existence. So he set his sights on you. He wants to turn you into a flawless, ultimate container for that book. He wants to pour all the insanity and despair that would cause even psychics to mentally collapse directly into your mind, dumping the entire unadulterated malice of a lunatic straight into your brain, containing the entire evil will of a madman. This time around, I'm genuinely risking my life and losing every cent. Afraid my ass. As long as you pay me enough, I'd even refit King Yama's coffin lid into a double bed for him to sleep on. Tomorrow I still have to pay wages to that bunch of debt-collecting employees of mine. 50 million yuan to buy out the contract. We'll take Su Xiaoxiao back home to inherit the family legacy. Let's see. Tens, hundreds, thousands, 10,000s. 50 million yuan. Father-in-law, mother-in-law. Oh wait, no, Madam Chairman. Why didn't you two say so sooner? Xiaoxiao is an elite heiress of a prestigious family. After all, how is this brokerage fee going to be calculated then? My place is a legitimate, professional headhunting agency, you know? Aside from this 50 million yuan redemption fee, shouldn't you also set aside a 10% management fee for me? Boss, who on earth are you calling right now? Xiao Xiao, mother has finally found you at last. Hurry up and come back home with us. As if you people even have the right to mention that home. Back then, you despised me as a monster with a contagious physical constitution. You're still a life-saving monster, damn it. Isn't this supposed to be a heartwarming, touching family reunion? Script? Why the hell has it turned into a bloody murder scene? Like this. Afraid of being implicated by the family, you tied me up and threw me away. Wasn't that all, you people? Now that your useless golden child son is dead, and your lineage is cut off, you finally remember discarded trash like me. Huh? You want to take me back to use me as a breeding tool, don't you? I thought the god of wealth had finally arrived. But turns out you're here to abduct my employee and treat her like livestock. Committing murder right inside my office. The rent for this prime real estate. Plus the damage to the feng shui. Who the hell is going to pay for this? Even deducting 15% of your wages wouldn't cover this bill. Stop right there, boss. Don't hold me back. I'm going to turn them into minced meat. I said stand down. 50 million yuan, and you think you could buy out my ace. Firepower. What is this, a handout for beggars? You're breaking the law. She is our flesh and blood. Spare me that crap about blood ties and family. She is now a legitimate, proper employee of my agency. Her contract signed and stamped with a bright red seal. She is the fixed asset of Lin E right here. You people threw her away years ago. And now she's under my absolute protection. If you want to reclaim people, take it to court and sue me. Get lost. If you breathe another second of my air-conditioned air, I'll start billing you by the second. Boss, I've completely stripped this family's financial assets. Down to the bone. Years ago, they paid a massive medical consignment fee, yet they left behind a shell company address. That was dissolved long ago, but even after scouring the entire net, there isn't a single building at that location. It fundamentally doesn't even exist. You couldn't trace it because it was thoroughly sealed off and classified as top-secret data. I just used our family's authority within the internal network of the major factions. Family to cross-reference and dig up this address. The place where that married couple sent Xiao Xiao back then was fundamentally not any sort of medical facility at all. It was an illegal human experimentation lab secretly set up by the professor during the early years. Under the guise of medical treatment, Xiao Xiao's night demon constitution was actually implanted into her brain during that exact period of time. The night demon is a creation of the professor. I figured that much out a long time ago. What I never expected, however, was that the ones who personally pushed her into that slaughterhouse were none other than her own biological parents. The professor dared to use my employee as a test subject, with that family acting as accomplices. Big Brother is going to march right up to their doorstep and collect this debt personally. One anomaly takes 20,000 yuan, and if we count 10 of them as dropped items, then that's a neat and tidy 200,000. If we sweep through this entire nest, our utility bills, rent for next year, and everyone's daily wages will all be taken care of once again. That's bait deliberately thrown out by the professor. It's a literal slaughterhouse. How is doing this any different from a pig willingly jumping straight into a meat grinder? Even if I'm a pig that calculates every single penny. I think it sounds solid. As long as the money rolls in, anything goes. Getting my attendance bonus docked these past few days has really pissed me off, and I was just worrying about having nowhere to vent this frustration anyway. Grab your gear, and let's move. Today, our entire company is heading to the abandoned number 3 high school for a large-scale field trip. You guys are literally all a bunch of lunatics. The moment anything goes wrong over there, don't even dream of me coming to fish you out. First-time debut of the new skill, Empathic Link activated for external portable power banks. Operating at max capacity, marching into battle together. Today, I'm definitely going to force that professor to pay up and settle accounts with me. 3 little ones only add up to 60,000. Does Big Brother's face look that cheap to you? Alert! The host has been dragged into the inspector domain. Risk level is extremely high. The 3 little monsters were just bait. Nothing more than bait. This entire base itself is already a living, breathing meat grinder. Damn it, trying to play dirty games behind my back, huh? You guys go on ahead. As for me, I'll be fine no matter what. That didn't hurt at all. What are you even farting about? Host hit by consecutive mental attacks. 50, 80, 100. My fixed asset. Is this crappy, rundown house of yours even worthy of touching her, huh? Spit it right back out for me. Eliminated 3 monsters. Pocketed 60,000 yuan in cash. Ching ching. Acting all high and mighty. Out in the wind. Did you think you were bulletproof glass or what? Do you have any idea how expensive medical bills are, huh? Today's salary is wiped out completely. Look at her scolding me. I wanted to eat chicken drumsticks. Consider this a workplace accident. When we get home, I'll reward you with 2 extra large chicken drumsticks. Just this once, all right? This whole money-making scheme almost scared half my life right out of me. Professor, our grudge has gotten deeply personal now. Fighting over what, huh? This is Boss Lin's exclusive welfare package. Lin E., your invitation letter clearly states, year-end, carnival banquet. Ultimate high-end configuration of the South District. Yet all we get is this crystal-clear, watery hot pot, along with a pathetic handful of stray vegetables. We can't even spot a single real piece of meat anywhere. What do you mean there's no meat? This is what you call high-tech synthetic soybean protein meat. It's extremely good for your health. Gathering everyone together today is primarily to express my heartfelt thanks to you all for your tireless, back-breaking efforts throughout the entire past year. Boss Lin is so generous. I'm raising a glass to you, my brother. He's feeding you soybeans disguised as meat, and yet you're playing along with his act. So seriously, geez, don't listen to his bullshit, Officer Zhao. I just scrolled through the hidden apps on his phone, and this hot pot meal is nothing more than a trick to pad the invoice quota so he can claim tax deductions. Nonsense. Tax deductions are just a clever financial strategy, while this watery hot pot represents genuine care for the employees. This is what you call hitting 2 birds with 1 stone. Every stone's gotta be hard. Stop blabbering and hurry up and finish this pot of soup base. If you let it boil any longer, it's gonna waste my electricity. All eyes on me. To ensure our agency is overflowing with working motivation next year, let's kick off the South District Annual Best Employee Selection Ceremony is now officially underway. The reward is a gargantuan, extra-large chicken drumstick as a light snack. Stop jabbering away. Let's just throw hands and fight it out right now to make it quick. Whoever wins gets to eat. Fighting is way too crude and uncivilized. I've already finished writing an auto-expose script, so today's chicken drumstick definitely belongs to me. Boss, save me. I'm about to starve to death over here. If you don't give me that chicken drumstick, I'm going to throw a tantrum and put down roots on this floor tonight. Hold it right there. Fighting, destroying public property, and posting exposes against regulations. Playing the pitiful card doesn't fit our office culture of slacking off. To keep things fair, we will hold a secret ballot. However, each vote cast will require a 10 yuan system maintenance fee for the voting platform. Anyone who wants to lobby for votes can scan the QR code right now, using a single chicken drumstick to rake in 10 yuan bills. I truly am a commercial genius. Actually, things being like this isn't so bad after all. In the past, not even a ghost would hang around me to chat. It was just me rotting away all by myself in this South District. Now, at least I've got a table full of beauties eating dinner with me. Ayo, boss. Are you using the booze as an excuse to praise how pure and pretty we are? Or are you trying to hit on us and push for some unspoken workplace rules, huh? Talking nonsense. Was I praising how pretty you girls are? I was praising how good you all are at grinding and working hard. Got it. Can you grind a pretty face? Down into food to eat. Stop putting on airs over there. Hurry up and eat tomorrow. Everyone needs to. Restore your HP to maximum and go farm dungeons for me. We got trouble. News straight from the Anomaly Management Bureau. Director Shun has directly issued a confidential emergency order. 5 minutes ago, the monitoring data across all sectors in the entire city simultaneously exploded. The frequency of the professor's activities has surged at a dizzying rate. Citywide alerts have already been sounded, so he finally couldn't hold back anymore and decided to step out and make a move himself, huh? No need to sleep anymore. Overtime pay is rolling in. Starting from today, our agency, the South District branch, will be dissolved. Vinyi, you are being directly drafted into the core district's vanguard squad to head to the abandoned school in the North District to execute the mission of unleashing the psychic field. The core district, huh? This is a massive gig. How much is the daily wage? And what if I break an arm or a leg? How many times higher is the workplace? Accident compensation going to be? There is no allowance. And there is no workplace accident compensation either. You are a psychic anomaly. Heading over there to unleash the psychic field is your absolute duty to humanity. Boss, the abandoned number 3 high school in the North District is a severely contaminated zone. Asking him to go over there and release the psychic field is no different from using him as live bait to flush the professor out into the open. The moment the professor pops his head out, the defense forces will rain down indiscriminate firepower and carpet bomb the place, blowing him to smithereens right along with the target. This is straight up a death sentence. Investigator, watch your stance. The great family sent you here to monitor him at close range, not for you to act as his bodyguard. After prancing around for half the day, the gist of it is they want to turn me into unpaid bait and send me to my execution. Huh? Total bullshit. Let's see who the hell dares to treat this kid as bait today. Who the hell is this old-timer kicking down the door with such arrogant swagger? He looks old, but who the hell is going to pay for breaking that door? Stop running your mouth. This is the veteran chief of the General Bureau. 15 years ago, how badly we suffered at the hands of the professor. Have you forgotten all of it? Pushing this kid over there is simply handing the professor the most flawless living vessel on a silver platter. By then, this entire city will be buried along with him. Chief, if a weapon isn't activated early, should we just let it sit there and wait for rot? Using just him alone to exchange for the safety of the entire city. He is a living human being made of flesh and blood, not some ticking time bomb for you people to detonate at whim. As long as this old breath of mine is still pumping, don't even dream of enforcing this mandatory order. Getting past the General Bureau's front door. Get lost. Lenny, can you calm down a little bit? The upper echelons are only doing this because they're terrified than uncontained. Psychic anomaly will become a fatal threat to the entire city. The entire city, huh? They only know how to care about the entire city, while giving zero damns about whether I survive or not. You're an investigator too, so spare me the high and mighty speeches. Down here, we still have 4 employees waiting with their mouths wide open, just to gnaw on chicken drumsticks. If I drop dead, are you going to go pay their daily wages for them? That damn aristocratic family of yours is no different. You were sent here just to monitor me and see if I still have exploitation value, right? Listen up. I don't give a damn what kind of schemes you people are plotting, but this precious life of mine is only priced according to my own rules. Don't anyone even dream of forcing a buyout or a sale. Hang on a second. This broken piece of stuff looks pretty pricey, doesn't it? You can lose your temper all you want, but don't go smashing my stuff. There's no 100% refund on this. You know, that surveillance mission ordered by the great family? I just unilaterally terminated the contract. Greed for what? Exactly, young master? Quit and want to drag your face over to the South District to beg for food. Now, huh? Back then, I used to think you were just a madman who ignored all the rules, but looking at it now, those people in the General Bureau who keep barking about righteousness and morality are way crazier than you. At least you actually know how to protect your own people. Following you means no worrying about getting stabbed in the back. Next time you go farming high-risk zones, count me in as one of your employees. As an employee, huh? Keep dreaming. A filthy rich young heir, like you coming to my place, can only be counted as a shareholder, contributing technology and self-supplied weaponry. As for splitting the commission, it's 9 to 1. I get 9, you get 1. And on top of that, room and board aren't covered. 9 to 1. Have you fallen completely into a money pit or what? Stop blabbering, old chief. You can protect me for a moment, but you can't protect me for a lifetime. I need to hurry up and grind for cash to upgrade that old hag of a professor. I'm about to lose my patience and march right to her doorstep to collect our debt. Well, are you little students really that desperate to meet me? What the hell? How did they even get in here? My mirror, Felix. It cost 29 to 30 yuan. Hurry up, and... Lenny, are you still obsessing over these measly pennies? Are you terrified that the moment you stop counting every cent, you'll realize you actually have nothing left in your hands? At all? Cut the God-playing act. What kind of evil spirit crawled out of which district? At age 3, you sat in the orphanage for an entire night, just thinking that staying awake meant someone would come to adopt you. You scrap and slave away to earn money, simply to make up for that icy coldness from the past. Shut your mouth and get away from my boss. And as for you, you pitiful walking antique, even your very name is a borrowed hand-me-down. Do you even deserve to call yourself a human being? I don't give a damn if you're human or a ghost. Even the Jade Emperor himself has to take a punch from me. Your movements use so much force, proving that you're terrified because I struck a raw nerve. Stop blabbering and take a kick from me if you're so tough. You've grown so accustomed to being trampled underfoot. You've always been so exhausted. This feeling is so suffocatingly uncomfortable. Don't force yourself to keep putting up a front. There's no one here forcing you to work overtime, and no one is docking your pay. You establish an agency and gathered a bunch of employees, simply to huddle together for warmth, nothing more. The moment the professor collects the papers, all of you will become a pile of waste paper. Shut your mouth. I still haven't paid my rent. I can't afford to sleep yet. Alert. Host's mental load has reached its absolute limit. Let go. There's no need to bitterly calculate the ledger anymore. Hand it all over to me. I understand you better than you understand yourself. Can I really just rest now? Don't you dare touch my boss. Night Demon, tear him to shreds from me. Why must you do this? His soul already belongs to me. You can't stop it. I don't give a damn what kind of tricks you're pulling. You aren't leaving until every single cent is paid. Lin, wake up. Xiao. Touching my employee. Did you even bother asking for the opinion of this? Boss right here, huh? You think you know me so well, huh? I'll show you what true rules and regulations are all about. Didn't you say you understood me? Huh? If you want to look, peer right into this and take a good look. Stop struggling. You're terrified of poverty, terrified of death, and terrified of being abandoned. I am poor, lowly, and genuinely terrified of dying. Every single day, the very first thing I do when I open my eyes is calculate how much rent I still owe. So what if I do? I admit to every single bit of it. I am nothing more than a vulgar, worldly mortal. And even if you can see right through me, it won't change the hard truth that I still have to drag myself out of bed to pay my employees. How dare you just admit it like that? I only wanted to understand you. Understand me? Then you should know that Big Brother here is no pushover by any stretch of the imagination. Touching my employees. We are closing out this tab and settling this debt right here and now. Ching ching. Eliminated a Tier 1 left spirit, rewarded with 20,000 in cash and 2,000 experience points. This idiot is completely throwing his life away. Su Xiao, you better get your butt back here right now. Su Xiao, your contract hasn't expired yet. How dare you run off? Today's wages are docked, and tomorrow's chicken drumstick is flying out the window too. Boss. Just now, when you risked your life like that, you probably didn't just see me as a regular employee, right? What the hell are you daydreaming about? If you croak, who's going to fill the vacancy, huh? Delaying order pickups means losing money. Ayo, crying over money, are we? Just a moment ago you were wailing so miserably. People would have thought you were heartbroken over lost love. Exactly. Mon, increase her salary by 200 yuan next month. Shut your traps. Whoever gossips any further is getting their entire monthly salary wiped out. How fascinating. A living vessel has actually formed a bond with a piece of discarded trash. Huh. The next chapter is going to be so easy to write. Just don't, any of you. Don't step on my 1 yuan bus fare bill. So you're the guy running the wild build over in the South District? Huh, Lenny? Ayo, featuring the absolute newest model of psychic defense armor. Huh. Market price of 50 grand? Try 75 grand. For tomorrow's joint operation. Do me a favor and back away from my camera lens a little bit. Don't let your broke aesthetic ruin my video frame. He filmed me right while I was swinging my sword to slay enemies. This boss is actually pretty generous, just in case you end up biting the dust. In all glory, I'll take this outfit of yours down to the secondhand market and sell it, guaranteeing I'll give your family a 10% cut of the commission. You shameless bastard. You really are the absolute scum of the General Bureau. So what if I'm scum? As long as you don't scam me out of my life and my prize money, anything goes. Listen up, comrades. Malicious spirits don't care about martial arts etiquette at all, and textbooks aren't going to save your lives. The exclusive VIP secret manual from my company is having a going out of business clearance sale today for only 99 yuan. Groups of 3 get an instant 20% discount, though issuing an invoice adds a 5% VAT fee. How utterly ridiculous. These shady, worthless underground courses are nothing more than scams to fleece newbies. Who in their right mind would actually believe him? Ching ching beep. Received 99 yuan. Are you people all out of your minds? Oh, esteemed superstar over there. Whether you believe it or not doesn't matter. As long as the money hits the account, that's all that counts. Want to audit the class? Then, earlier you cursed me out once, causing 4-fold mental damage. Compensate for it and scan the code for 199 yuan. Standard defense formation. How can it be this completely useless? This fundamentally isn't an evil. Spirit cap, geez. Young people these days really can't endure any hardship at all. The company giving you an opportunity is already doing you a massive favor. You can't even remember such a trivial little task. You really are a useless piece of trash. Your textbooks taught you how to defend against magic. Yet your opponent is dumping toxic corporate, slacking culture straight into your brain. It would be a miracle if you could actually defend against that. Dumping corporate slacking on me, huh? My bottled-up resentment possesses enough destructive force to wipe you out. Today, I am firing you. Drop your loot for me right now. I want to buy a VIP pre-recorded course package. From your center. Beep ching ching. Received 599 yuan. Boss, can I get a 30% commission cut for this order? Keep dreaming. Tossing 50 yuan your way is already me doing charity work. Boss, stop tapping. Sending you 50 yuan is already me doing charity work. Boss, stop pressing. I just sneaked into the General Bureau's deep-level encrypted database. And that guy's thesis writing progress bar has already hit 99.9. Looks like this madman doesn't want to grade homework anymore. He's planning to collect all the papers right this instant. Generation F1, is it? Today, Big Brother here is coming to settle accounts with all of that. Old professors hunting dogs in one go. This dump of a place doesn't even have a single bus running through it. Costing gume 85 yuan in taxifare, suk xiao xiao. This travel allowance is definitely getting docked from your salary. Boss, I'm a little scared. Scared of what? Scared that someone inside is going to jump out like a landlady demanding rent from me. The concentration of psychic contamination here is so thick. It's practically solidified. Haven't you always wanted to clear things up and find out why your family abandoned you here all those years ago? Let's go. Boss is taking you inside to recover the data. And see who the hell was playing dirty tricks back then. Professor. Come inspect the merchandise. This kid is exceptionally rare. They're a psychic-sensitive anomaly. To give birth to a flawless heir, I had no choice but to dispose of this diseased, discarded piece of trash. As for the mining rights to that plot of land in Xinjiang, happy cooperation. He is truly a magnificent experimental specimen. Turns out I was never abandoned because of an illness at all. I was actually sold off by them by the pound. What are you crying for? Right now, you are a core employee of the South District Agency, someone who was personally signed by me with a legitimate black and white written contract. Just how much is this life worth? Only your boss has the right to put a price tag on it. Boss, heh. This rundown dump actually dared to treat me like a laboratory guinea pig. Inside here, there's bound to be quite a stash of valuable loot hidden away. Let's go. Boss will lead you inside to loot the place dry. You discarded piece of trash. You actually dare to return to the slaughterhouse. Huh? Warning. Target identity identified as the professor's generation. S1 experimental subject. Today's business has nothing to do with you. Just stand in the back, collect your base salary, and watch the show. Generation F1, is it? Today, Big Brother here is going to settle accounts fair and square with all of your old professors hunting dogs. Generation F1, is it? Today, Big Brother here is going to settle accounts fair and square with all of your old professors hunting dogs. Step back. Big Brother doesn't have the cash to pay for your hospital bills. Su Shao Shao, close your eyes. This rundown, rotting organization died a long time ago. Your current contract rests entirely in Lin Yi's hands. And I was created precisely to bear all the pain. In your place, wasn't I? You've already got a real bodyguard now. So you've worked hard enough. Leave everything else to me. Boss, pull the aggro and let me unleash my main DPS skills. A failed masterpiece. You greedy capitalist clients. Treating breathing, living human beings like mere tools. Did you ever stop to ask about the rules? Formally announcing bankruptcy and asset liquidation. Ching Ching eliminated a B-tier target, rewarded with 20,000 in cash and experience points. Turns out that old professor who threw the entire city into chaos for all this time was just a corporate wage slave running errands after all. The waters in this corporate world run deep indeed. Is the billing system on this piece of junk? By short-circuiting or something? I rode for barely 20 minutes, and it charged me a whole 3.5 yuan. Boss, I don't want to go back to that wealthy aristocratic estate anymore. That place was never my home to begin with. Stop blabbering. Your employment contract hasn't expired yet. Can you even afford to pay the penalty fee for contract breach? Speaking of money again. Renting a place in the South District is so insanely expensive. Tomorrow, make sure you punch the time clock and get to work on time. If you dare show up even a minute late, your perfect attendance bonus is going right down the drain. I got it, you stingy boss. This is utterly impossible, the psychic field. Imprinted on this paper fundamentally does not belong to humanity. Oldly, you psycho. Dragging me out of bed in the middle of the night is bad enough when you aren't paying me. So can you stop scaring the living daylights out of each other with your panic? Lin E, all of us have been completely deceived. Who the hell dares to deceive me? Did the bureau director skim off my prize money? And kebabs again, huh? The culprit who stirred up the entire South District up until that shook the heavens and earth. That self-proclaimed, high and mighty professor. He fundamentally isn't the final boss, pulling any strings at all. What is that supposed to mean? The base genetic code on this manuscript shows that the professor himself is also nothing more than a specimen cultivated and created by some unimaginable, incomprehensible entity. Look at this signature. All of his experimental data, right down to the very end for every single malicious spirit created. All point back to the exact same name. The author. The author, you say? Meaning, the person writing the book. Exactly. The professor cultivating monsters and causing massive contamination was all just to supply this lunatic with materials and drafting drafts, nothing more. Turns out we've been risking our lives and grinding our fingers to the bone all this time, almost losing our lives in the process. And the end result was just fighting against someone else's discarded scrap piece of paper, huh? Scrap paper, you say? Oldly, translate that more carefully for me, will you? That professor who acts almighty and calls the wind and rain every single day, creating countless defective monster spawns. Was he actually just grinding to meet a quota so he'd have enough to turn in? Just running to submit a report to a boss named the author? Well, even though this metaphor sounds pretty crude, theoretically speaking, the sole mission he was created for was simply to fulfill the KPI in place of the author. The moment he fails to submit a thesis that satisfies them, he himself runs the risk of being completely wiped out of existence. What the hell? Not only that, but the old guy is literally just another corporate slave who got driven completely insane by insane KPIs. Talk about a tragic fate, Oldly. Tell me if right now I offered him some anti-hair loss shampoo and, by the way, taught him how to pull a fast one on upper management. Do you think he'd raise his hand high and let me off easy? After all, everyone is just a corporate wage slave anyway, so why make things so difficult for each other? You can't pull a fast one on him, because the person he is targeting right now is you. All intelligence reports related to this matter from this very second onward are classified as top secret, under the General Bureau's highest clearance. Everyone present in this room today is strictly forbidden from leaking so much as a single word outside. Chief, wanting to shut us up? Is totally fine. But how are we calculating the hush money? Huh? Down below, we've got 4 employees howling at the top of their lungs, demanding meat every single day. Shut your trap. Do you think I'm joking around right now? An existence on the same level as the author. Even the Great Peace Cavern doesn't dare to record it. The moment you speak his name out loud, he can hear it all the way from the other end of the line. Lin E, according to the citywide monitoring system, the frequency of the Black Bones activity from the professor has suddenly spiked tenfold. Old. Lee, why are you panicking? Is it because he's being rushed by his boss to run a deadline? Seriously? Because your growth rate has completely exceeded his expectations. He wants to use your psychic entity as a vessel before the manuscript submission deadline hits, just to give his thesis a flawless ending. Fine. So you want to drag me out to grind KPIs, huh? Then you'd better check whether this stubborn old ox and horse has teeth strong enough to chew through a hard bone like me. Boss, the psychic contamination index across the entire area is completely off the charts. Everyone is getting dragged into their very own personal nightmares. I'll never dare to leave work right on time ever again. We're doomed. Another person has been hit by the psychic contamination. Boss, this is bad. Something inside this room is about to crawl out. The accumulated draft is just about complete. So today the teacher is coming to collect the first batch of manuscripts. Little student, your thesis was written quite intriguingly indeed. Warning, unmeasurable threat level. Is this what an author is? Just standing right there. His power is already terrifyingly monstrous. So you're that damn professor, huh? Making quite a grand spectacle of yourself, aren't you? Daring to barge into my turf in the middle of the night. Who do you think you are? Pay up 500,000 yuan for mental damage compensation first. You still have the mental capacity to calculate money, do you? Looks like your pressure still isn't high enough yet. Let me see just how much despair a vessel like you can actually hold. Open. Break for me. Such a savage way of solving the problem. Completely illogical. Rewrite it. No, the defensive line has collapsed 100. Fall back. Get him out of here right now. Full team, provide cover. Don't drag me away. My employees haven't even retreated yet. The vessel's endurance capacity under extreme psychic pressure has reached 10% data collection. Still not enough. If we forcefully collect it all now, we'll only ruin such a fine piece of material. Take your time growing up. My little specimen, my magnificent masterpiece. It's still missing the most flawless ending. I always thought that as long as I was stingy enough, as long as I meticulously calculated every single penny, I would be able to keep everyone alive in this world. Going up against the professor and the author, having all my employees survive is already a miracle. Stop overthinking it. What the hell kind of miracle is that? He didn't even bother lifting a finger with just a single scratch of his worthless pen. My entire defensive line completely collapsed. Today I finally realized that in front of the author, all the calculations I've always prided myself on are nothing more than a pile of used toilet paper. This is the very last bit of money I have left. Later on, I'll transfer it to all of you as severance pay. Quickly go your separate ways and find a new, trustworthy company. Stop following me to your deaths. Boss, are you trying to chase away beggars or what? This measly chunk of change isn't even enough for me to buy a new phone. That's right. My anger hasn't been vented out yet. Once we leave here, who on earth is going to let me loudly vent and complain every single day, huh? Boss, even if you can't afford to pay wages, we're still sticking around. As long as the boss doesn't chase us away, this office agency is never going down. Are you people all out of your minds? Fine, since you're dead set on freeloading and refusing to leave. Then from today onward, everyone's meal allowance is getting cut in half, and the perfect attendance bonus is completely canceled. Boss, you can dock our pay all you want, but we have to sit down and analyze this. Tonight, when the professor said the boss's logic was illogical, it was because the boss's combat framework has already been completely seen through. passively defending while running your mouth, using empathy to sniff out weaknesses, then making a verbal breakthrough and securing the win with an emotional outburst. So in his eyes, I'm nothing more than a clown taking an exam. With an open book, huh? Calculating. All of my trump cards down to the very last detail, are you? Shaoman, help me gather the psychic degree data of every single anomalous target of S rank across the entire city. Track them all down for me. That old professor didn't want to wait for me to grow stronger, right? A psychic entity is ultimately used to contain resentment. And no matter how deep the poverty of just one person goes, it has its limits. But right now, I'm a boss. And what kind of boss? Only ever spends his own money, anyway. The moment my own personal resentment hits full capacity, well then, I'm just going to borrow some. This city has tens of millions of people who can't afford rent, people who can't find jobs, people who get chewed out by clients like dogs. They're all struggling corporate wage slaves. If I temporarily borrow a bit of their emotions, what's the big deal? I'm not even charging them interest, as long as my empathy skill can connect with every single working stiff in the city. Then Big Brother here refuses to believe that old professor's worthless ledger can record the rotten debts of tens of millions of people all at once. The professor's key observation specimen. Ligny. I have memorized every single bit of your skill logic. Your stress resistance is 0. Just 1% from the author, and you'll exceed your limit, shattering your defensive wall instantly. I'm going to get a perfect score on this problem. Perfect score in your dreams, you idiot. Have you done so much math that your brain turned to mush? Wrote memorization from a test bank. Is it? What a coincidence. Back in the day, Big Brother hated nothing more than the crude, mindless, rote-learning test takers, just like you guys. Today, Big Brother is going to teach you your very first lesson. The exams of a school of hard knocks have never, ever had any standard answer to begin with. You've hit your limit. You're going to shatter into pieces right now. Logical wall. Activate empathy. Suck it all dry for me. Detected external emotions. Forced input. Load level at 150%. 300%. The vessel's limit is being rewritten. Impossible. This exceeds the curriculum. It completely exceeds it. Where the hell is your logic? This thing wasn't even in the teacher's test bank. Logic, you say? Right now, Big Brother is carrying the heavy pressure and endurance of countless ordinary people in this city on his back. Are you really going to go talk about logic with a bunch of people driven to the edge of the abyss? This punches on behalf of all the brothers who ever had to work overtime in this city. A reward bestowed upon you. Ching Ching eliminated an S-rank anomalous target. Cash reward of 100,000 yuan. System. Barrier broken. Realm breakthrough to S-rank. Professor, I'll graciously accept this good student of yours. The grudge between us is only now truly beginning to be settled. Shaoman, strip this place completely clean for me, from a single copper coin down to the steel rebar stuck in the cracks of the floor tiles. Pry everything up and convert it all into cash for me. Understood, boss. Even the motion sensor light in the restroom is getting dismantled and hauled away. This is getting way too boring. They can't even last a single second. We didn't even get a chance to do a proper warm-up. Stretch either. Don't be impatient. After cleaning up such a massive mess left by the professor, aren't the free deliveries right at our doorstep? Already here? Lin. The South District has violated S-rank force usage regulations. Arrest everyone on the spot. Anyone who dares to resist gets executed immediately. Buell. Chief, where's your watch worth hundreds of thousands? Did a dog chew on it, or what? Leave me behind. Get out of here right now. Bureau Chief Bao protecting his subordinates adds another crime to his record. Stealing my KPIs. And even daring to beat up my brothers. Huh? Old bastard. Today, even if you die here, your ashes are still getting weighed on a scale by the kilogram to pay off your debts. Give it to me. Let me see today. Who dares to lay a finger on anyone from the South District? Adoptive mother, you've finally arrived. If you had arrived, even a single second later, this only adoptive son of yours would have had his rice bowl. smashed to pieces by these stray dogs. Ah ha ha ha. Mom, adoptive mother, bureau director shun. Shut your trap. This old geezer not only stole my S-Rank KPI, but he even beat my bureau chief to the point where his face is bruised and battered. Lin Yi's actions were personally authorized by me at the highest level. And as for bureau chief Bao, it's not your headquarters place to come over and lecture him. Take your people and get the hell out of my sight. Director Shun, you're playing with fire. Fall back. If you dare bark nonsense one more time, I'll dock your salary first thing. All right. Thanks to adoptive mother for backing me up. Let's go, Bureau Chief Bao. Young master is going to take you on a tour to strike it rich today. Xiaoman, before those old bastards arrive. Did you dig out the core data I told you to extract? It surpassed hundreds of millions already, boss. Judging by the volume of the data, this machine has completely locked onto his main exam room. The examination hall is located at the very top of the Twin Towers. Twin Towers, you say? That place is right in the heart of the city. Lin Yi, do we need to report this to headquarters and have them clean up the scene beforehand? Clean up the scene? At what price? By the time those slowpokes finish dawdling, that bastard would have run off to the next century. We're going to charge straight up to the Twin Towers right now and wreck that bastard professor's dog den once and for all. Warning. Unidentified data detected. Core source code is being rewritten. Boss, the entire city has been physically disconnected from the internet. What kind of god tier server is this anyway? Look at the sheer suppression of this seal. Glyph, is this the ultimate form of a physical network block? This trick is starting to get seriously annoying. This trick is starting to seriously get on my nerves. Not even bothering to say hello before brazenly barging into the main exam room. You truly are a bunch of unruly, rule-breaking students. Rules, you say? When you controlled every single person in this city, did you ever bother asking about the rules? Then, Xiaoman, the intelligence network, right here, I am a network itself. Little ghost lieutenant, relying on active yang energy. Inside this absolute, reason-free examination room, within this absolute domain, not a single spark of emotion can ever ignite. And as for you, a defective piece of trash failed in the early stages. You don't even possess enough value to be recorded. This is the power of the standard answer. Within this domain, all of your data has been completely wiped clean down to zero. Lin Yi, your tolerance limit for pressure. I have also calculated meticulously down to the very last fraction. What on earth do you have left to fight against me with? Calculated meticulously down to the very last fraction, you say? Did you happen to forget one thing? Big brother here used to work in a psychiatric hospital, a dirt poor wretch barely, scraping by on a meager, pathetic salary. Everyone has to risk their lives just to make a living. Today, Big Brother is going to use this rotten, uncalculatable debt to teach you old fogies what human decency really is. Warning. Detected over-level emotions surging into the asset at 300, 1,000%, system logic beginning to collapse. Ceiling limit being rewritten. Students who fail to obey discipline must first receive a disciplinary penalty. Confiscation of behavioral logic. Discipline. You say? Big Brother treats even the bosses. KPIs like wind blowing past his ears. Just what the hell do you think you are? This pile of used toilet paper that's stiff and crusted over. Stop dragging it out here to make a fool of yourself. Warning, high-level concept and data suppression speed are being forcibly injected. Currently executing level suppression. There's far too much redundant data in your emotions. Since you can't optimize it, then we'll handle it directly by demoting him. Demotion and optimization. Back when I had to juggle 3 jobs all at once in a single day. What Big Brother hated the most were those damn capitalist scumbags casually changing the KPIs. Just like you guys, you capitalists wanted to moat Big Brother. You'd better cough up some extra cash first. System detected an unidentified logic shockwave. The author suppression field has developed cracks. Sitting up high and mighty to judge other people. Are you? Today, Big Brother is going to scrap you right back. This is impossible. Inside my framework, there simply doesn't exist any variable capable of shattering the author-level wall. Just what formula did you use? A formula, you say? The formula of the poor is that a man walking barefoot isn't afraid of the man wearing shoes. If the standard test bank cannot straighten you out, then I will use the absolute logic of the prime origin to thoroughly purge your existence. That energy source is truly astonishing. But once something is energy, it can never escape this primordial singularity. It records the entire operating logic of this world. Your variables have been completely locked down. Warning, the target's defense line has reached an absolute value. Physical attacks are ineffective. Mental attacks are ineffective. Lenny, you haven't even understood the exam question yet. Standing before absolute rules, the bottom tier, impoverished emotions you represent are nothing more than a pile of useless, redundant data. Absolute rules, you say? Energy conservation. Huh? Big Brother struggled and fought tooth and nail to climb up from the very bottom of society. It still had to break his back carrying a 35-year mortgage. Is this what you call a fucking conservation? Huh? Getting sick and not even daring to call an ambulance. What kind of logic do you call that? You can calculate formulas with absolute precision, but can you calculate how many people in this world have to drain every last ounce of their strength just through the sheer effort of trying to survive? Or not? Impossible. It's clearly right there in the test bank. Without the backing of logic, how could it fail to output a logical judgment? Today, Big Brother is going to teach you that this world, which is basically like a traveling circus, is fundamentally a rotten, uncalculatable pile of debt. Standard answer, my ass. Out of syllabus, truly. An out-of-syllabus flawless specimen. You think tearing up the exam paper means the test is over? Huh? The author has seen everything you've done, and he will personally rewrite the syllabus just for you. Regardless of whether that fake professor dog, or whatever he is, dare to bring his face to the South District to pick a fight, he still has to pay protection fees for this territory to Big Brother in full. The S-Rank over-level soldier has vanished, and the lives of tens of millions of citizens across the entire city have been saved. Lenny, did you do all this? Don't even mention it. We took a massive loss. Rescuing the entire city definitely falls under an out-of-bounds mission category. Mom, look at this. This over-level operation, plus workplace injury compensation, the protection fees for the common folk of the entire city, the scene cleanup costs, and the overtime pay for my subordinate employees as well. Let's round it up for Mom. Just a cheap 10 million yuan will do, Mom. Are you swiping a card or doing a bank transfer? You just saved the lives of tens of millions of people and whatever strength you had left. You pour it all into calculating money. 10 million? No way, I don't have that. Take this card instead. Consider a bonus for managing to protect the whole city this time around. Awesome. Thanks a lot, adoptive mother. You're so generous. Let's go, Bureau Chief Bow. Now that I've been officially certified by the state as someone who struck it rich, Big Brother is taking everyone out for a feast, even though the tens of millions of people in this city have no idea whatsoever that I saved their lives tonight as long as the bonus dings and hits my pocket. This run wasn't a loss at all, boss. Since you've already taken the black card and become our savior, then shouldn't you pay off the rest of our overdue back pay first? I don't have any money left to buy chicken drumsticks anymore, boss. Boss, let's go feast on meat. Thank you for not abandoning us today, boss. Suddenly feeling blindly touched. What are you talking about? You guys are my fixed assets. If I lost you, who would compensate me for the loss, huh? Cut the crap and stop treating my card like a joke. This meal is on me. Once you're done eating, drag your carcasses back to write your work reports immediately. All right, today we're freeloading off a big shot. Cheers. Come on. A toast to all those uncalculatable, rotten debts of ours. A toast to the South District's anomalous bureau office.